as masks cover our mouths for much of everyday life, this year it's all about the eyes. Caroline Hirons is here to help give them the wow factor. Morning.
Good morning.
Right,
Thank
so
you for
then,
having me.
you find that you do sort of concentrate on people now. You can't really see, you can't hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
You can't read their lips.
You can't see if they're smiling at you.
Yeah.
Or perhaps being slightly ruder. And also, I think, you know, with me, I look in the mirror and I go, oh, not too shabby, which is as good as it gets at certain days. And then you put the mask on and you go, why? Why do my eyes look like that?
Emphasis on eyes, yeah.
What is happening?
Emphasis.
So a couple of homemade sort of remedies, which you would not hear me say often, by the way, so I'm just putting that out. Puffiness. You wake up and your eyes are sort of puffy and they feel tired. Don't spend a fortune on things like jade rollers and rose quartz, things that are shaped like unicorns. You can keep a couple of tablespoons in the freezer, take them out, and you can literally massage your skin.
So is it just the cold, smooth
It's the cold
thing?
and it's smooth and it's still and it won't cause any further harm. Oh, just get that nice jowl there, beautiful. You can also use smaller ones and literally hold them on your eye and under your eye. It's not going to change the world massively, but it is something you can do that's quick and easy. It will take, if your eyes are irritated, it will help.
Feel quite nice.
And then you can do things like tea bags. This is just an old cure, right?
Why tea bags?
Because they've got caffeine in.
Ah.
Now, true story, these are mine and they're decaf, so not much help, but we'll pretend. But you'll appreciate this, Mr. Schofield, because these are organic decaf, which means there's no plastic in the tea bags.
Excellent.
Properly biodegradable.
Every time. She just says,
always in my thoughts. It's good. Always in my thoughts. Keep them in the fridge. Keep them in the fridge. And in the morning, just hold them under. You don't have to sort of put them on while you're trying to watch Corrie, obviously, but you can literally hold them underneath. Again, not going to do loads. Will make your skin feel better. Might give you a pep and wake you up.
It doesn't make your eyes go yellow.
It does not make your eyes go yellow.
No tannins out of it.
No.
OK, good.
This is more about, you know, I wake up, I look a bit tired, help me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then you've got a selection of eye creams. Glossier, this is bubble wrap. Also a great name.
Great name.
For a product. What they did that's really clever is they looked at what everyone else does with eye cream and they thought, oh, we'll just put it on the packaging. So eye and lip. Because for years, one of the best things you can do is take your eye cream, obviously. I'm just going to demo for you, but normally you would take it like this and you would be massaging around, and then I've always finished around the lip. So any excess goes around the lip. You can do that with all of these, but they have very cleverly told you to do that.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are the... sometimes eye creams are a bit like Marmite. People either love them or they think, oh, it's a waste of money, you can just use a serum. And of course you can do that if you're on a budget. If, however, in the time of maskdom, you look at your eyes and you think, OK, they look dry, they feel tight, my makeup moves all over the place, or my makeup is just literally stuck in the crevices, there are varying degrees. Now, we were talking earlier about redness. If you have red eyes, you need something like a really good eye drop. Like an Optrex or something like that. Because
is that the one? Is that if you're going to go for an eye drop? Because my eye is a bit scratchy and a bit red occasionally.
There are so many variations. There are ones for dry eyes, there are ones for red eyes. So you just go and stand and think, yeah, which one is me? Go to your local chemist and go, OK, my eyes are always red and bloodshot. That's how you fix the sort of the inside, which obviously you're never going to do with a cream. And then if you've got the darkness in the corner of your eyes, you're looking at concealer.
OK.
But for moisturisation and rehydration, things like that, Curel is all about hydration. So if your eyes look flaky or you just think, oh, my makeup isn't that...
Sitting well.
Yeah, and you're always kind of having to pat through, then what you're going to do is, I would say this is for you if you don't have any major skin concerns and your eyes are suddenly something you're focusing on.
Right, OK.
You know? This one, La Roche-Posay...
It's almost like a gel. It doesn't feel like...
Yes, very light and very hydrating. The key a lot of them have, they all have glycerin in as a base, which is a really good starting point because it's really moisturising, but not heavy or cloying.
Yeah.
La Roche-Posay Hydrophase. This is what I would say, get this if your eyes are super dry. And when you put the mask on, it doesn't matter what you do, they just feel tight and dry. So if you have a dry skin, or if you're a bit older, you will appreciate this one. It looks like an oily texture, but it's actually a gel.
Yeah, I was going to say that, it disappears. And you can put this and then put your makeup on top of it?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And then if you feel dry throughout the day, can you put it on top?
Because especially, you know, if you're wearing concealer, for example, and you put it on, then you're literally going to be... You will tap if you are doing it. When you're at home, you can always just go for it.
Yeah, OK.
CeraVe is... my eyes look dull. So my eyes look dull. I've got a lot of discoloration. This has niacinamide in, which is one of my favourite ingredients for brightening.
When you say your eyes look dull, you're talking about everything around your eyes.
Yeah,
look
so
dull.
you might want to get your Optrex, for example, give them the sort of immediate brightening, which we know sort of dilates and the blood vessels in your eye, and that's kind of how they work. But this is much more for the skin around my eyes is discoloured. Don't get me wrong, guys, if you have major black circles, that's something you need an intervention with. You know, that's much more invasive. But if
What
you
sort
want,
of intervention? If you
like
big
filler
yeah.
or a proper treatment at a derm's or an esthetician's office. So there's things you can do. You can do laser and you can do things like that. But that's a pro thing. I just don't want to sell false hope. You know, I'm not going to say, yeah, get this, and all your dark circles are going to be gone.
It's not
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
happen.
Okay.
That's
You're
fair enough.
not going to shift major dark
This
circles.
is nice because it's almost mattifying as well. When you
Yeah,
put it
and
on, it's got like a mattifying kind of feel.
And it's not. It's this. You can see the textures because everyone's always like, aren't they all the same? They're not, because you can. This one is much more like almost like a moisturiser, but doesn't. None of them leave you sort of really oily, heavy, and puffy. Puffiness is key. You don't want to be puffy.
Yeah.
And then if your eyes are sore, if you have sensitive skin, if you have red skin, if you have allergies, for example, then Aven is kind of where I always send people as a first port of call. This is literally a range built for sensitised or sensitive skin.
Right.
So sensitive is you kind of genetic. It's what your mum and dad gave you. Like my skin can be topically sensitive. Sensitised is you're reacting to something that's happening now, i.e. having to wear a mask all the time, all that kind of thing, or wearing more makeup than you do normally because you want to put some focus on your eyes because you're wearing a mask all the time. So the Aven, again, really light, different texture, not as mattifying as a CeraVe. And I don't think any of them are like properly mattifying because you would want some glow around the eye. But this one, again, is my eyes are sore. And so there's variations, you know, it's kind of like you kind of have to look at what you're mainly concerned about and then deal with it. But always have it in the back of your mind that these are going to help moisturise and help brighten. But if you want to get rid of proper, deep, dark circles,
you need
that's more.
And so just like in your routine where you'd fit this step in, is it morning and night?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it and when you need it?
No, AM and PM.
AM and PM.
Yeah, I mean, if you're young, people always say, do I really need an eye cream? If you're in your 20s and you're really healthy, then you'll be all right. You can just take maybe a serum up under the eye. As long as you're keeping it moisturised, then you're fine. If you're a bit older, or if you're in your 20s and you party, and it shows on your eye, I love an eye cream.
Yeah, OK. All right.
I love an eye cream.
Thank you. Thank you
very
very
much.
much. Thank you.